What's up, y'all? It's your boy, the Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing you that also amazing touch. And we're back for another episode of the Get Ready For It podcast, season 6. You guys, listen, look around. Look at all these lights. We got a lot going on. I'm nervous, but everybody else not nervous. But before we get into all that, I'm going to introduce my co-host today, Tati. What's up?
Hey, it's your girl Tati P, a.k.a. The Herbal Goddess. We are live today. We got two beautiful guest hosts. They look so good. Look at them, guys.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Yes. Can you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
I am Marlicia Bartholomew. I'm here from Tampa, Florida, and I'm so excited to be here. I'm a mother, a wife, an actress, an author, and entrepreneur.
All purpose.
All the things.
All the things. Black
All
girl
the
magic.
things.
I love that. I'm Nia. This is not my first time on here, so thank you for having me coming back. Just a native. Been here for a long time. Mother, doing different things. Tooth gems. So if you guys want tooth gems, you know where to find me. Do a little bit of content creating. So we're just trying to find our group right now. So
Get into
I'm
it.
going to hit you up.
yeah.
On today's episode, you guys, we are doing our famous episode called Sincerely. These are letters, documentation, notes, things that people have written in looking for our advice. We're just going to hop into it. Tati, take the first one for me.
All right, so the first letter we have, it says, my ex and I dated for 5 years. My family adored her, and it was assumed that we would be getting married soon. About a year ago, she broke up with me out of nowhere, saying that I was not enough of a man for her. Brutal, I know. Today, I found out my family invited my ex to Thanksgiving and Christmas. This makes me really uncomfortable. What should I do?
Sincerely, ex of the family.
Sincerely, ex of the family.
Heavy on X.
Okay, crazy.
Right there.
Thanksgiving and Christmas? And Christmas?
That's a reach. That's a reach. That's a reach.
That means they really love her.
They really love her. But 5 years, that's a long time.
They miss her bad.
Wow. So the advice, okay. The advice that I would give in this situation is you have to go into this space knowing who you are, right? Whatever happened between you and the ex, it doesn't even matter. But I've never been in this situation where family invites people back to the holidays, but I've definitely had my mom, it was her favorite ex of mine, who she still keeps in contact with him, like literally to this day. And she tells me about him, his family, what he has going on, and I don't care, you know? But in my response, I have to, forgive her, or in this case, he would forgive her, move forward with the breakup, and just enjoy the family time. But have a talk with your family members.
Absolutely.
Because what is happening?
I 100% agree. I feel like I've gone through this recently. My daughter's dad, we broke up probably like 6 years ago. My mom keeps in contact with him. And it's always, she says little things like, once he breaks up with that girl, I feel like y'all gonna get back together.
Yeah,
or
so.
I come to her house and he's there. And it's like, okay, well, and I'm very direct. So I had that conversation like, look, this is not your immediate family anymore.
Correct.
Okay? I need you to let that go.
Completely.
He does not need to be here for holidays.
Draw the line.
Tea parties. He need to do that on his own time. Okay?
Right. Because either,
So I agree.
either they go or I go. Because see me?
Well, I'm not going on.
I'm not going
No, listen. I just on the whole
I have
family.
no problem asking him to leave. No problem.
And that,
I
you
just want
gotta
to
guard-
understand
you have
why
to
are you
have a boundary.
here? Why do you
Why are
want
you
to be
here?
around?
Exactly.
I feel
Because
like,
your family has allowed me to be around, that's why.
but you have to create that boundary. That's the thing. I've been in situations where yes, okay, like the family love you, that's great, but I've moved on with my life. He's moved on with his life. We don't have to share that
Y'all
same
gotta let
space,
go.
depending on how we broke it off, whether it's good or bad. Like I no longer need to be in that energy anymore, and you're purposely putting me in these situations. You have to create that boundary.
The family is, or is the boyfriend?
the family.
The family.
The
Okay.
family.
There's no boundary. There is
So
no
the
boundary.
conversation
Yeah.
needs to be held with the family.
With the family.
Yes.
What about him?
Yeah.
Do you guys have a conversation with him?
I feel like, I don't think so. I think it's on your family
Yeah.
part. I feel like if they extended the invitation,
Right.
that's a conversation you should have with your family.
Right. Because why didn't anyone say anything to me about inviting him?
You gotta let him go.
And why you
Gotta
keep
let him
him
go.
like, oh, this is where you're now. That's fine. Great for them. Great for me. We're moving on, and that's it.
There we go.
Personally, for me, if he don't go, I'm disowning the whole family. Okay? I'm not coming to Christmas, nor Thanksgiving, or New Year's, 4th of July, birthdays, Kwanzaa's, and even funerals.
Kwanzaa. Wow. Kwanzaa is crazy.
Let's go to the next one. Recently met this guy a couple weeks ago. Charming, handsome, polite, funny. Exchanged contact information. Flirted via text and decided to get together on my lunch break yesterday. It was nice. He kissed me, and that was really nice. We've been flirting and texting, but he gets quiet in the evening. I thought nothing of it. We both have day jobs, and I've never been one to be clingy, especially so early in the game. That's the get to know you phase. But I realized I had never actually asked him if he was single. Come to find out he's married with 2 children. I feel disgusted. What should I do? Sincerely, unknown side piece.
Girl, run. What do you mean? What should you do? Run. What are we talking about here?
But if it's good, okay. Somebody else take it first. Come.
You have to understand that you said he gets quiet in the evening.
That was already.
That means that man went home to his family. Leave that man with his family where he is. What do you mean? What to do? Leave. Bye.
I don't understand what we're talking about here. And she's not an unknown side piece. First of all, I feel like in this day and age, you really do have to ask people, are they single? And it is unfortunate.
No,
But
it's
that was-
not
that
even
was
just
gonna
are
be
you
forthcoming
single.
with
It's
that,
someone
though.
claiming you as their significant other. Because
Like,
you
what's
might
the
be
intention
out
behind
here.
it? What's the
Yes.
intention?
anybody
Because you
seen
may be
you?
out here in these streets thinking that you're single,
Right.
and you got a whole situation at home,
That is
or someone waiting for
crazy.
you
The
to come
intentions
home.
need to be set
'Cause
clear.
what?
Off rip. Before you
Yeah.
put your mouth on anybody, anywhere.
And y'all was kissing?
And they were
Well, she
tongue
didn't
kissing,
know
whatever
though.
they were-
She the victim.
But still.
When she found out. Well, I guess
It may have been too late in the game. She
But
was
what's
been
too
too
late?
She I don't know. It's
she
given,
let him
after that,
it's
she found
given
out.
after she found out she was still engaging because it says unknown side piece. Why? I just feel like you should let it go and run.
Let it go.
Cut
No, you
ties.
run.
Cut him off at the knees. What are we
He
talking
showed
about?
you who he was the first
I
time.
think you should cut it off, slowly.
Slowly.
So toxic. What are we talking about?
Slowly.
So-
no.
But why?
Why did you say that?
To get you some peace first, you feel me?
What peace?
You just can't cut off something good to you
What kind of
first.
piece are you gonna
Okay,
get from
okay, let me
that?
just take this. Y'all go ahead.
Because why would you slowly kill yourself?
But if
At that point-
if the pain feels good,
No.
then it may be
No,
worth
you
it.
toxic.
What he say?
yeah.
He say, if it feels good, I don't want to be right.
See, that's in the song
what she
somewhere. Pretty much. Pretty much. I'm not alone on this.
I don't know. I think if you want a real relationship, cut it off.
Yeah.
If you one of those type of people, you just want a little vibe, I guess. I don't know. If you're comfortable with being an unknown side piece.
You're also now that you are aware, you are a home wrecker.
A green bean bitch. Excuse me. Is that I'm sorry.
This is a family show some days. It's a family show on some days, but not this day.
Not this day? Okay, bet.
Okay.
But you're also not asking the right questions. Because then you said y'all just met and y'all are already texting via, conversations, but you're not asking the right questions. And then you let this man kiss on you? No.
Was it one kiss?
It don't say how many
Niggas,
kisses
How many
it
times
was.
did they meet up before she
Flirted
found
via
out?
text.
The note don't go that
He
deep.
kissed me and that was
See,
really
because now
nasty.
I have questions.
Now I'm invested.
I'm not mad at the kiss. I
Right,
feel
because she
if
was
you-
on an unaware
I feel
victim.
like
See?
before she knew.
Okay.
I'm not mad at the kiss before she knew. I feel like if you're having a good time with someone, y'all are flirting, having a good time, I felt the kiss is cool. She said she really liked it. But not when you found out.
Right. That's what you do
When
with
you
that
found out,
information.
Skiven, why are you writing us?
What?
Right.
What?
The Lord already told you what to do.
It's been revealed.
I'm telling you.
Run.
There's nothing more I can tell you.
We're going to move to the next one.
No shade. Unknown side piece.
Okay, the next one, I'm going to take that one. Okay. My boyfriend has an adult film addiction. I'm going to use... excuse me. My boyfriend has adult addiction, has made him... Ooh, I'm reading that completely wrong. I'm just going to say the word. Everybody close your ears if they're children here.
Just say
My
it.
boyfriend has a porn addiction. This has made me so...
My self-worth.
My self-worth, thank you.
Non-existent.
Non-existent. I couldn't even get that out because it was just so...
You know what I mean?
That's
That's
so,
why
I
you're
couldn't even
close.
say
Like,
it.
she's still here to support you. That's what
Any advice?
Sincerely, addiction to it.
I have not personally dealt with things like that. But my thing is, it's very hard to try to compete with someone who has that type of addiction. My thing is, I can't control what someone else is going to do. You can bring it in their face, ultimatums this, ultimatums that, but they're always going to find some type of way to do something. So at that point, it's like, you talk to that person, hey, it's either this or that. This is what I know I'm worth. I don't know if you see that right now. If we need to work on separate things before we can come back together, then that's just what
So
we
you
have to
think
do.
one conversation is enough?
I don't think one conversation is enough, but being firm in that first conversation and standing on business, yes, you're going to see with the follow through that this is what I tolerate and this is what I'm not going to tolerate, because you show people how to treat you.
Yeah.
Why would you sit there and keep taking that, and you're competing with something on the screen that's not even real, you know?
I'm curious. I think when what comes with porn addiction also comes with like obsessive behavior
Yes.
over
Yes,
not
correct.
just porn, but like women in general. So online, Instagram,
Sexualizing
the
everything,
OnlyFans
yeah.
type thing. I have dated someone in my past that was really, really into porn and really, really sexual. I don't think it made my self-worth, dwindle, but I do recognize how it can make you feel like, well, damn, what am I competing with? Like, who I can't
The
compete with this.
fantasies and the
Right.
fetishes.
It's like, okay, well, I can only give you so much, but the fact, I think the problem is they're always wanting more. You're
Right,
always
and that affects the
wanting,
sex too, yeah.
and it's not just me. It's something I
Yes.
can't, like I said,
I can't
compete
control
with,
and I
right?
can't compete with that. So even with that, the void. This guy has a void that he is trying to fill, and there is nothing in this case, a person. There is nobody that can fill that void in his soul,
Right.
essentially. And when you become addicted to something, that plays a part even in your mental,
Absolutely.
right? You have no clarity, no sobriety, even in basic conversations with people, relationships, because now you are sexualizing and making this more of a lust.
Right.
So that means that, okay, what did you see in me when you first met me?
Right.
So to this woman, your value is not dependent upon this person's behaviors toward you. Your value, your worth, your essence even is a matter of how you view yourself, how you feel about yourself. And now the question that I have for you is, how do you genuinely feel about yourself? Before finding out that he had this porn addiction, what substance did you bring? What self-esteem, self-actualization, what value did you feel that you provided in your own life before this person's addiction became an awareness to you? So that is also some soul work that you have to do, because
now.
there's nothing that person can say to you or do to you to affirm you, to give you any sort of validation.
Absolutely. And I
Love
think
that.
it's important to note that this individual does not have any type of discipline.
Right.
Self-discipline for himself, for you. So it's going to continue. I don't think that you should look inward. I think you should just move on.
Move on.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't have anything to add. Y'all ate that. Do you mind taking the next one from me, my love?
Absolutely. Okay, it says, I have been married for the past 10 years. We have a beautiful 4-year-old daughter. I went through depression and I feel like my husband wasn't there for me and I no longer can see myself spending the rest of my life with him. I feel horrible about this. What do I do? Sincerely, I've fallen out of love. That's tough. I'm not married, y'all.
I'm gonna
so
take the cake on
y'all
this
take
one,
over.
guys. I've been with my husband 9 years, married 8, and it is not easy. 3 kids, careers, different things you wanna pursue, and depression is very real. It's not something that just goes away or send to treatment or take pills to get rid of it. It's an active thing that there's days where it's hard. But if you don't have like your partner that is supportive in that, that can also be very hard too. I have not experienced that, but you have to be willing when you show up in your marriage to love that person. You choose that love every
Yeah.
single day. It's not even the days where you just don't like that person. Those are the days that you have to choose to fight for that person. And depression affects your partners in a completely different way. It affects you in one way. Maybe they should have did it this way. Your partner doesn't see it that way, but you have to grow with them and show them like, hey, this is what I'm going through. This is how I need you to show up for me. You have to communicate. And when you go through so many years, it's hard. I don't want to get emotional. It's hard. Marriage is one of the things that you sign up for and everyone thinks, oh, the butterflies, the this and that. And it's not that. Some days are really hard in marriage, but you have to choose that person that you're walking with and show up for them. Happiness, sadness, depression, whatever it is. But you have to realize too, you are growing with this person and they're constantly changing. You're
Right.
constantly changing. 3 kids, that has changed me every single time. And that person had to choose to love me through those seasons every single time. So in that regard, that's where I stand.
I want to add to that from the perspective of helping someone through their depression. Now, I've never experienced depression, but my husband has. And the depression, depressive episode took place when I had my daughter. And so, typically they say, postpartum depression is what the woman goes through. And so my husband experienced it. And it was very interesting to have to be the one who carried this child, but then have to emotionally tend to my husband.
That's sad.
Because, society says it should be the other way around, where the woman needs the, the more nurturing and support in this time after having a baby. But the empathy that I experienced from my husband just went beyond whoa, this isn't just something that I can, pray about or get over or just.
Right.
So from what I had to do was, one, I asked him a lot of different questions just to see where this root of this depression came from. Because, you show up as a wife, you do the best you can with what you've got. And I personally check in with my husband regularly. Okay, 1 to 10, how happy are you with life? 1 to 10, how happy are you with me? 1 to 10, how happy are you as a father? I have to check in with him because a lot of times he gets so stuck in a cycle of going to work, coming home, doing the things that he forgets to check in with himself. And so in that, having the emotional capacity to help someone else through their depressive episode says, you just love them. Just give them space even, right? So it's like this balanced ebb and flow that I have to give that says, I'm going to be up under you because I want to make sure you're safe, and I'm, also helping you protect yourself. And I want to make sure that you have enough space to get through what you're going through, resolving your own internal issues, because again, there are only so many things that I can do as a wife and as a woman to help a person through anything. Right. And so I pray and I give it to God, but I also say, how can I help you? Absolutely. And so that goes back to what you were saying is just, I know you said for that person who went through the depressive episode to speak on what they need. But in this case, my husband didn't even know what he needed.
Yeah, that's hard.
So
That's
again,
tough,
still showing up, still providing, still doing the things to emotionally and, even physically help get through.
Right.
You have anything else to
Especially
say?
as a man.
Like I said, I'm not married.
Me either, so I was letting them have that one.
Yeah, dating for me, I think I've just really grasped the aspect of checking in with my, partner. Like, okay, well, how are you feeling? Not making things all about me, okay? You've been quiet. You pulled back. Okay, I'm not going to get upset. Like, it's all about, how are you feeling? What are you going through? What's bothering you? Right. Do you want to talk about it? And he's the type of person, he doesn't want to talk in the moment because he doesn't like to complain. So it's like he'll pull back, and once he gets through it, he'll kind of tell me then what's going through. I don't really like that. Yeah. But, I'm learning. So I don't have anything to add, guys. I am single. I'm not married.
But what I will say to that.
You hear that, audience members? Okay, let's not go in a direction. I'm going to read the next one, you guys. I'm going to read the next one. Hey, podcast crew, I got a question for you. What if we get to heaven, think we finna chill and stuff like that, and it's a call for prayers? Sincerely, how may I help you?
Oh my God.
Now, before we go into this either more, my brother wrote this, so boy, fuck you. So how would you guys feel?
A call for prayers?
Yeah, you feel like you walking through the pearly gates, and then it's an assignment.
You still got work.
I'm more worried than more in the afterlife. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Because I'm just not doing it,
You're not doing. Where you going? You going to hell?
Wait, that's a little bit. Is there anywhere in the field?
There's no.
Maybe I just get in the back of the line. You feel me?
No.
And just keep recycling
You're the
that.
first responder.
But I work in a call center now. I just can't do it.
The 911 crisis center. That's you.
I can't do that.
Okay, so you're going to hell. I feel like it's
Yeah.
going to hell.
So what you gonna do when another person get like you? Oh, let me get behind you.
Yes,
How you gonna do that?
Do they have water in hell?
Like you go ahead.
Ice water in there.
I don't think so.
Yeah. No, let's just go to the next one. Next time, brother, write something that makes some sense. Okay, next one. Podcast crew. Am I the only person that goes through my significant other's phone?
Nope.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I need to know what's going on. Sincerely, hand me the phone.
Oh my God. Hand me the phone is crazy. Let's start there.
I need the phone right now,
I'm
basically.
not one of those.
Matter of fact, hand me your phone. I know I'm not your lover, but still, just hand me the phone.
I'll give you my phone. You're not my man.
I believe you will. Go ahead.
He's my man.
I don't feel
I'm not one of those.
what is the purpose of going through the phone?
To find out what you need to know.
What do you need
Why
to know?
are you with someone that
If the person is cheating. Being unfaithful.
But do you not trust your partner?
Liking
Is it
too
about
many
that?
pictures. It has nothing to do with trust. Let's go.
So what is it about?
We
That's what's
operate
so scary,
in,
though.
okay, let me tell you. We operate in the real world where people ain't shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that sounds like
So-
it's a trust thing.
Yes.
Come on now, man.
And then you think too.
You trying to make sure your person.
I need to
is
see
shit.
how many pictures.
I
don't
want to
trust-
and put the cherry on top.
Come
of
on
the
now,
shit,
it means
like,
that you
what-
drive-
what
you
is
So
don't
you
it?
guys are saying 100%. I'm not looking at all.
No, I didn't say that.
Because that's what it came off.
Somebody said yeah.
Somebody
I
said
said yes.
Okay.
I said yes.
Okay.
And the reason why I have gone through phones is just to make sure. My father always raised me on trust but verify. Oh, I trust you.
I'm not mad at
But
that.
I'm going to verify that you are who you say you are at all times.
I'm not mad at that.
But am I doing it all the time? Absolutely not. Okay?
I'm not mad at that.
But in this case, my husband has not given me a reason to be insecure or to have trust issues or whatever the case is. Now, there have been conversations. This is his best friend.
Oh, okay.
There are conversations that they have, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that's cute. But their conversations are their conversations. When my husband came into this relationship, he said, I have a best friend named Nia, and I have a best friend named Lordaline. Whatever that relationship was before you got with me, that was your relationship.
Right.
Gotcha.
But I'm trusting that you say that the relationship, to the extent of what it is what it is.
Gotcha.
I've never come to her like, girl, what was up with you and my man before?
Yeah.
No, we've always
Never.
had a level of respect. I don't ever feel like
Never.
it's been,
I thank you for that.
No, for real. Like,
Because-
No, seriously.
Because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So for me, I can say for me, when you trust somebody at their word and you trust someone at their actions, we don't have to check the phones and do all that.
Right.
But I'm whenever I want
You're
to.
verifying.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't consider myself to be one of those. Like, I think there has been maybe one time in the past, and it wasn't even given like, oh, well, I went through his phone. It's given like I was watching some came through. Who this for?
Like something random
Who
pop
is
up.
it? So I went and now I'm reading, and after that, it made me so sick to my stomach. When I tell you, I do not check phones.
Yeah.
I feel like if I even feel like I have to check your phone,
There's a problem.
there's a problem with the trust.
Right.
I feel like something's going on.
Communication's
I
off.
like to trust because I feel like if I have any little just a speck of doubt, I'm already out the door. So I'm one of those.
Do you feel like you bring it up though in conversation? Like, hey, I think I found something, or something just feels weird. Do you like address your partner, or do you just say, oh, I'm done?
I will address it. I am big on. I'm picky, y'all. So I over communicate about how I feel. I can never sit and have something on my chest and not say anything. You know what I'm saying? So I am definitely one of the ones that I will communicate about what's bothering me. But I think that if things don't add up, 2 + 2 ain't 4.
Yeah.
That's okay. We ain't gotta talk no more.
I'm
And that's
also-
the beauty of being single, y'all. Y'all are married.
Correct.
So I don't know what the hell y'all
I
got
don't
against my
go through the
husband.
phone.
I don't know.
I don't go
right.
through the phone. In the past, I definitely used to be that person that was like, what's this, what's that? But I'm just like, it became homework. And it's just like, what am I looking for? What am I chasing for? Like you said, am I looking like for this person to be shit? And then when I get that shit, like, what
do you do
what
with
do
that?
I do with
You know,
that?
they say
You do what you're supposed to do.
Look, you're gonna find
Right.
something.
Right.
When you
Something
find
you
that,
don't
you're
like.
supposed to take that information and figure out what's going on.
Uh-oh.
Correct.
figure
I mean,
out
but
if
my
it's
thing
time
is
to
like when
stay
you
up
find
beside-
nothing, like, what did you accomplish after that? Oh,
You don't say nothing. You find nothing, you don't say nothing.
I just think in that, right? And it's come to a place, oh, you found nothing. Okay,
Yeah.
great. I can trust you. That's good. Ding. You passed the assignment.
But then would you let your partner go through your phone?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh,
Absolutely
This
not.
was actually
Absolutely not.
this was actually a recent thing for me.
Absolutely not. I'm paying the bills now. No.
The guy that I'm seeing, I don't even know how it came up, but he was like, you can go through my phone anytime. One day, randomly, just opened up his phone. He has 2 phones. So this is
One
phone.
for the plug, one for the load.
Open up. I wish he would. Because I would have to teach him a lesson. But he opened up his phone. Was like, this ain't what you used to. Like, you can go through my phone. This is just business. This is right. He was like, I wonder if you can do the same.
Okay.
I'm a person. I don't delete anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So when I thought about it, like I had people that had hit me up prior to us like getting serious, but I never responded to it. But he's also one, he's gonna get upset anyway that they hit me up. So it was like a lose-lose. So after that situation, I kind of thought about it. I was like, damn, I can't really give you my phone. Like, you're gonna see old relationships, like old situationships, like pictures, videos. So I'm like, I went through my phone. Don't start.
I even check my
start.
glasses yet. Okay, go ahead.
But I had to go through my phone and clean it out. That was new for me. I had never done that before.
You hold
That's
on
what
to
I
it.
and I mean I had like
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta let that
since
go.
my daughter's dad. I told you that was 6 years ago. I had messages still in my phone from when we were together.
That's why how you got that much
no.
storage?
Huh?
How do you have that much storage?
I don't even know. I don't know. Apple charges me like twice a month.
They're charging. They're taxing.
how they
They're
do.
all your coins.
I'm gonna have my girl read the next one for me if you don't mind.
Which one is it?
What can right here? I'm gonna go up a little bit, baby. Let me just point you in the right direction. That one right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna look directly at them when I say this. Go ahead.
Okay.
We can read it now.
All right. What can a man get from a wife that he can't get from a girlfriend? Sincerely, is it worth?
Go ahead. I'm looking at this room at the table.
That's what I'm gonna come in. Oh wow. That's a lot. Okay. I'm not discrediting the girlfriend because I feel like depending on where you are in your relationship, a girlfriend does add value.
Yeah, you can start
I'm not
somewhere.
gonna. We got it, baby steps. We got to get there. But with as far as like a wife, you just get more of like a partner, like a relation. Like it's more in depth. You can live life with this person. Like this is someone that you're sharing your accomplishments with. Like this is something that you can help each other, guide each other through life, no matter what comes. And I just feel like as women, we bring a lot to the table. As is like girlfriend, wife, doesn't matter. We bring a lot to the table, and we are the rib. And I feel like we put everything in order in the sense that the babies, the kids. I mean, obviously, you have a partner that
Right.
A girlfriend can do that?
A girlfriend can do that, but to what capacity?
I feel like if you, as a girlfriend, if you're doing all that,
Right.
you're giving a little too much.
Right.
Okay, it's giving. You're
You're
getting
the girlfriend going
You
over and
can't
cooking.
wash some
Like,
dishes
But I
when
do
you're
feel
a
like you have
girlfriend?
to start somewhere.
you have to start
know?
somewhere. I do agree. You do have to start
You have
somewhere.
to start somewhere. As a girlfriend, you give. As a wife, I feel
But
like
how long are you going to be
it's-
giving as the girlfriend
more
before you take
solidified,
it to
Because
that
I'm
next
nobody's
level?
long-term
So my
girlfriend.
I'm
question-
not your
Come on
mom
now.
either.
I don't
Come
feel
on
like
now.
I don't feel like the letter's being answered though.
You don't think so?
I haven't got an
Well,
answer
what
yet.
I will say as a wife,
Okay.
the difference in that, and I take it more spiritually, right? I have access to my husband's soul, to his spirit,
I love that.
to which I can cover him in prayer and intercession that a girlfriend cannot.
When you do it?
That's
So
beautiful.
I understand that there's legal access when you come into covenant with someone.
Covenant. Ooh, that's a big
Yeah,
word.
that's the
Your
big
Sunday,
secret. Okay, yeah, hello, hallelujah. When you come into covenant with somebody, that's a different commitment.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And no, it's not just a paper. It's not just, anything of that sort, but it is a legal binding that says you are responsible for the well-being of this person. Which also goes back to what I was saying about the whole depression thing. As someone's girlfriend, I'm not sitting around while you depressed. Figure it out. But as a wife, that is my responsibility
duty.
to help. That's my due diligence. That's my duty.
Gotcha.
Right? So as a partner, as a girlfriend, for me, it's easy. It was easy for me to get up and leave because I don't have to deal with all of your
there's nothing
stuff.
connected.
point.
Yeah.
But when you choose somebody, it is a decision. When you decide to choose somebody that you want to spend
Daily.
the rest of your life with, that's the breaking. That's when you have to understand, okay, this is my selflessness. That helps you grow. I don't believe marriage is for me to be happy. They say happy wife, happy life. No, it's happy spouse, happy house.
There we go.
So if we're both doing this together and we're both finding an understanding to be happy with one another and loving one another, that's completely different. But baby, I wasn't giving wife treatment to a boyfriend.
Right.
He who finds a wife
she's looking
finds
me
a
dead
good
in my
thing
I ain't do. I
and
just asked the
obtains
question.
favor from the Lord. So I understand that who I am and what I bring to the table.
Yes.
Hello? Yeah, I am the good thing.
Period.
So
Take us
you
to
have to
church,
put a
girl.
ring on my
Period.
finger in order to get access to everything that I come with.
Hallelujah.
So my
Yes.
husband was the first person, in this case, who understood you are going to see me go from being your little, right, to then being your girlfriend. We can now, again, for me, I'm very old school traditional. You got to ask me to be your girlfriend.
That part.
Right.
We're not
right.
talking for
We
several
not
months
assuming.
and we
Not
date.
assuming.
I just can't
not
pay
I'm not
a bill.
assuming.
I just
Be
can't pay a
intentional.
bill.
that.
Be intentional.
Correct. And that's another thing. What can you, and this I guess is, what do you bring to the table? What is it worth? A partner. Someone who you can do life with. I don't have to second guess, okay, does my husband have my back? People finicky. People change every day. So I feel, right, as a husband, I know that I can come home to someone, and I've never dealt with being lonely or anything like that, but I think a lot of people, my bed be so cold, and
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just, well, whatever your reason for getting married, I feel that, is it worth it? Yeah.
It is. It's a reward.
Okay.
It is a reward.
I didn't mean-
Now,
I
is
feel like
it easy? Absolutely not.
I really think the question answers itself.
I didn't mean to start nothing.
No, I really
I'm
feel like the question answers itself. I would never be giving wife treatment
Right.
to my boyfriend.
Correct.
Okay.
I feel like we working towards something, but I
Correct.
feel like it answers itself. Everything that you can't get from a girlfriend, you're getting from a wife. That's why she is your wife. Right? Does that make sense?
Because that differentiation was very
different
clear.
standard.
Yeah, it's
My,
given-
my husband also understood I'm not, the cooking and cleaning and sexing and all of that stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm not your wife. So you can't expect to get the milk and not buy the
For
cow.
free. Right.
Okay, listen, I don't want to start nothing. Y'all, we gonna go to the next one. You feel me?
That's
The
my
next
word. That's
one,
my
I'm gonna read it. Dear podcast, I do not like my mother-in-law. She's too invasive. She's too judgmental, and we just don't get along. I'm going to be with my husband forever. How do you guys deal with this situation? Sincerely, mother-in-law from hell. Okay. I like the fact that you said that I'm gonna be with him forever, no matter what. Okay. So this tells me what needs to happen. This tells me what needs to happen. She gotta go.
Mom, on the other hand,
Who gotta go?
The mom.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to defend it. Wait. The mother-in-law gotta go.
she gotta go, or do there? I feel like
gotta
does she
either,
have
like,
to go,
go
or there
or
needs to be
fashion?
strict
No, she gotta go.
boundaries?
Kelly has to Spain, Alaska. She gotta go.
I feel like I've dealt with a mama's boy before,
Yeah.
God.
where she was in everything. He told his
I can't let my
mom
mama-
everything,
Oh, no,
and
no,
whatever
no.
she said was law. Even if he could be feeling one way, and then he talked to his mama, he come back, and now you bringing somebody else's opinion to me.
Right.
I think that in those type of situations, there needs to be strict boundaries. Look, I'm not
Very
dating your
strict.
mom. I'm not. Excuse me, I can't curse.
Yep.
I'm not sexing your
What's
mom.
the
You
cuss
already
word?
know what I'm gonna say.
Okay, never mind.
I'm not
We
dating your
definitely
mom.
can't say
I'm
that.
having relations with your
Definitely can't say
mom.
that.
You know, I think there just needs to be very strict boundaries, and maybe he needs to understand that at a point. And this is your wife again, wife,
Correct.
not girlfriend.
Correct.
Right.
Okay, so this is different. It's given. Is your mom your wife?
Because you're supposed to
What are
leave
we
your
doing
mama
here?
and your daddy or
Please
whoever
to your
raised
wife.
you
You have a new
and come over
family.
here.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Worry about this family over
Right.
here.
Worry about
Because
family
we
because
Because
also
your
have to
immediate family,
understand
once you get married,
exactly.
like
There's
life
a
up here.
hierarchy to
I'm
this.
not competing
There's
with your
levels
mom.
to this.
Right. I'm not competing with
She
your mom.
birthed you, she had you, she raised you. That's great, but
What
she
Nikki
pushed
say?
you out into the world, and this
Let me not
is
say that.
no.
You know what I was gonna say?
Yeah.
First.
This box wet. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have you read the next one for me.
Okay.
In a relationship.
In a relationship, when your spouse or significant other wants you to partake in maybe one of their hobbies or something they like to do, but that's not really something you like, how do you handle that? Sincerely, I don't want to do that.
There just have to be equal give and take. Honestly, how do you expect for this person to show up for you if you're not willing to show up for them, even when it's something that you don't enjoy?
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's
So you couldn't
like-
just
that's
sit
a
through it if you don't like it?
compromise.
I mean, it won't kill you
Compromise,
to
okay.
participate.
I'm sure
Every
my
now
man
and
don't like
then.
going to Target with me, but he gonna go to Target with me and he gonna enjoy it because we there. But he does that for me.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he does his thing. And if we want to sit and watch this movie that we don't watch 500 times, let's sit down and watch the movie we watch 500 times. But it brings you to your partner and your person.
Yeah.
If they feel like they can't be open and vulnerable with you and like have those moments that you guys can share, even if it's not just about you, what are we building on?
Right. That's where, again, that selflessness comes into place. Because if you're not willing to at least compromise and sacrifice for however long it is, nothing, I mean, if it's a hobby, it's not more than 2 hours.
Right.
Not gonna kill
So
you.
what's right? So my husband likes to watch anime real bad. And I was never into anime for real. Right. I was never into anime and it just wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
But if he wants to watch it, I'll sit and watch. I might go to sleep.
Yeah.
But
Because of the
if
presence.
being in your exactly
Yeah.
being in your presence means a lot to you. My hobbies, I like going to play tennis. I like being outside. He likes gardening. He likes all the things that calls for you to be grounded, right, and be in a more, I guess, quiet, quaint space. I'm loud. I like being outside. I like skydiving. I like doing the adventurous things.
Right.
And so again, there is that balance. One thing I do appreciate about my husband is his willingness to at least try something.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I put him on a jet ski, and I put him in a kayak, and he don't know how to swim, so he doesn't even like water. But that
tried it
as a
for
wife,
you.
I reassure her, you're gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Stay with the real dog, But again, just try it. What's the problem?
I think that is important. I dated a guy where we were completely different when it came to things like that. I like to go out to eat, try new things.
Yeah.
I'm adventurous. I'm loud. Sometimes I be a little ratchet. You know, he was.
I felt that. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was gonna say, 'cause you a little ratchet too.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's more laid back, more chill. Like he will come with me, but he's more like in the corner, let me do my thing.
Yeah.
And the food thing used to bother me so bad. Like, this is a man that when I met him, it was the same, him and his kids, right? He would come and he would make the same things every week. It was spaghetti, steak, Parmesan crusted chicken, and then takeout and a bunch of bullshit. And it's like, okay, we can't keep doing this. We go to a restaurant and you want to order fucking chicken
tenders and fries?
chicken strips. Can we try something else?
Right.
We're at an Asian restaurant. Can you try a little ramen, a little something like you like noodles? Come on now,
right.
Just, I think it is important because that did bother me at a point, and I realized that we were two different people. But I think that it is very important to show your partner that you maybe not 100% interested in everything they have going on, but you are, like you said, willing to try.
Yeah, at least an investment of some
Right.
sort, or in this case, his equipment. Right, so if he's into martial arts like my husband is, equipment and all the nunchucks and things, yeah, I'll invest in that.
Right.
I don't necessarily want to go out there. I got some yellow ones too, but it's just fun.
I agree with the collective group. So the next one, you guys. So you guys, I'm a single mother with 2 kids, and then sometimes I struggle financially. Anytime I try to get government assistance, they want me to actually place my baby daddy on child support, but I know he cannot afford it. You guys have any advice for me? Me and my baby are not together, which is baby daddy, I guess. He does not help me with the children that much. Sincerely, single M. Put him on child support. It's either you or the kids.
I'm big on making sure people understand their role. Have we had a conversation about what this man is to contribute? What are your expectations? Because from that point, now you're talking to us, asking us for advice, but what does he have in his mind of what he's supposed to be doing for
you
his
left that part out.
kids?
Yeah.
Cool. You left that part out.
So if you've had that conversation, that's one thing. If he still has not shown up to pay anything, yeah, put that nigga on child support.
Oh, he's giving her something. He probably spilling the block.
I'm not gonna lie. I went through it. I went through it.
Because there are some men who freely give, right? They show up, they take the kids to school, they get the school clothes, they go to the rehearsal, all the practices and stuff. They pay for the They show up. Not necessarily in close involvement with the mother.
Right.
Which it ain't about you.
They do their due
But they
diligence.
do their big one for their kids. Now, if that is what that man is doing and you want more from him, I ain't got nothing for you.
Definitely depends on the involvement with
Correct.
the kids too. Like if you're not showing up at all, you come like maybe once every 5 weeks, 3 weeks, that's not consistent.
'Cause
You're
what is
not
that?
contributing. But like you said too, like it just depends on what did we set this on. Like is this a situationship? Are we gonna be with the kids? Are we not gonna be with the kids? Like how are you? What are you expecting? What am I expecting? Yeah, they definitely need to
Put that man on child support.
Yeah.
You mean
Let me tell you.
If I was a mother, right, and I had kids. A single mom. And I was struggling, and there was somebody there that was able, and they weren't assisting me, and they're 50-50 on this, absolutely. No
But what
question
if he
asked.
can't to that
assuming there's
capacity? What
50-50.
if,
Put him in
right,
jail.
correct. So what
Yeah.
if,
Put him in jail.
so what
Put
if,
him in jail. Put him in jail.
He's tough.
You decided to, you decided to have intercourse.
What if you put him on child support?
Right. Okay,
what if
go
I
ahead.
decide to put him on child support
Okay.
and he still can't cover everything that I'm already paying?
You still not getting
You
nothing.
still not getting nothing.
He's going to get another job to do so.
No.
Yeah,
you're
no,
still
yes, he
not gonna
is.
get it.
You
You think that?
Because the court's gonna make him come up with whatever he got to
With
come with. He
something.
can't afford it. He got to do
They're
something.
going to start taking them licenses.
see,
he want to get around, right?
let
They're
me-
going to start taking stuff from him. Let me cook for a minute. Right? Okay, they're going to start taking his license, put him in jail. He going to come up with that money some type of way. Because if a man wants to provide, he's going to get 1 job, 2 jobs, 3
Well, it
jobs,
sounds like
4
he doesn't
jobs.
want to
It's not
provide.
true.
Clearly
Clearly
does
doesn't.
this situation.
Exactly, so put his ass in jail.
Well, damn.
It's a touchy.
You know,
It's a person by person basis. Yeah, that's touchy.
Yeah,
America,
I
you
think,
know that.
We need more
I think you
information on
definitely
that.
establish boundaries, but I think that I have friends, right? Guy friends that would tell me about child support before I knew nothing about child support, right? So when they told me, like, damn, I had to get another job under the table to pay my bills because they're taking it from my check and I was already showing up. So it's always, child support,
Okay.
I don't agree with using child support as a weapon because
Correct.
there are men out here that take care of their kids and there are greedy mothers. You know what I'm saying? There are bitter mothers. So
Right.
I think whatever works for you works for you. Now, by all means, if you've had that conversation and he's not contributing, he's not showing up, he's not doing X, Y, he out here living his best life. He ain't got no kids, put that nigga on child support. Right. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't waste no time.
This is a family show every now and then.
She
It's
said,
okay.
nigga,
I can't catch them all. I just can't catch them all. We just can't.
and then say it 4 more times.
Okay. Read the next one for me. Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys. I've been married for 14 years.
Hey, big dog. Hey, that's
It's the wives like, nah. Okay.
It's the wild, like,
Right. 14. Nah. Okay. Hey, you guys. I've been married for 14 years and I've dealt with infidelity in the past. How important do you think forgiveness is with dealing with cheating in a relationship? And what does forgiveness mean to you in that situation? Sincerely, is forgiveness the way?
Ooh.
Forgiveness is definitely the way. I'm going to say that because being that I've only been married, 8 years, it seems like a long time, but it's still somewhat a short time. When we got married, we were so young and we did not know how to navigate through marriage, relationship, parenting, none of that. There were times where I was actually the one who did infidelity, more on an emotional side. Nothing physical, guys.
A little spicy. That's all right.
It was still wrong. It was more like an emotional cheating kind of thing. And we really had to work through that and rebuild that trust, and me constantly checking with myself, okay, why did I do those things? How does that affect my marriage now? Like, how do we move past that? Like, how do I get him to feel like he can trust me again? Like, you have to constantly work through those things. Marriage is not perfect. You're not gonna get it right every single time. And I'm gracious that I have someone who saw through that and we work through that and we're coming forward to like become, because now we're in a space where it's just the most beautiful space we've ever been in. So I just think it just depends on the person too.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different mental state. Everyone has a different deal breaker. In this case, forgiveness worked for me.
I love
Can
your
I just
honesty.
add a little
That
bit
was a
to
little
that,
twist.
though?
You nice.
I'm gonna let you cook for a minute, though. I'm gonna let you cook. But I have a question. So when you forgive somebody, do you continue to bring it up after you forgive the person?
Why?
Do I
Forgiveness
need
is for you. It's not for that person.
Because we had a situation. I ain't gonna say no names. That the person felt as though the person when even after forgiveness, the person that cheated, they have to pay for that for the remainder of the relationship. Meaning that they got
Because you're still hurt by
forever
it. You're
debt.
still hurt by that.
Like,
If you
that's
feel
not
like
fair.
there's something that you have to keep bringing up in every single argument, we've never got past it.
Right.
Never
So
got
you
it.
never
What it was
forgiven.
You never
unresolved.
forgiven, right? Forgiveness is for you. It's not for that other person.
Go ahead, Melissa.
She finna
Your
tear us
friend
up.
got one time. And he coming to stay with you, honey.
Oh no!
I don't play that.
Dude, you better act
I
right.
don't play that because, and I listen.
Yeah.
Forgiveness is one thing, but you totally disrespected me.
Right.
Betrayal.
You betrayed me. That is the ultimate deception. That is the. I could keep going,
She finna preach.
but at this
Take
point,
us to church.
because I am committed to you, because I am loyal to you, because I am faithful to you, don't ever play in my face like
Don't
that.
play.
Don't ever play in my face
felt
like
that.
no. You're not. There's
No,
no coming
true.
back from that.
It's
Like
true.
you
Felt
can.
that.
Matter of fact, I'll pack the stuff for you and send you back to Patricia.
Oh, that's his mama name?
That's his
mama.
mother.
Oh, damn. You know what?
I know.
She scratching her neck.
That's my niece. My niece already knows. Auntie does not play.
I'm
Because
not mad
again,
at
I
it.
come to this with a full clarity of I'm committing to you.
Right.
I am giving of myself to you. I had a child with you.
Right.
The-
You become one with that person.
yeah. No, don't cross that line.
Yeah.
I forgive you for myself.
You forgive.
But I have to let you go.
Ugh.
I have to let you go.
I don't know, y'all. I've been cheated on once. I can't see myself staying. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the forgiveness comes after me leaving your ass. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? I can't forgive you and stay with you because I'm definitely one that's gonna bring up old shit. Gonna keep. I mean, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We'll listen.
I'm definitely gonna be the one to, as soon as you do something that reminded me of you in the bathroom whispering,
Right.
I ain't got
Not
time
the
for
whispering.
it. So I have to I gotta get the hell on the first time.
No,
I'll
first
forgive
time.
you later. You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
again,
yeah.
that's the beauty of
Well,
being.
so to each his own.
That's the beauty
depends on
right
the
now
person.
where I'm at is that I have space to leave.
Yeah.
But that's what I've always wondered about. Like when it comes to couples, you see couples, married couples, and someone cheats, and it's like, well, damn, how did you get through that? How long did it take y'all to get through that? When did the trust come back? How did you find a way to trust them again and stay? You know what I'm
And
saying?
stay
I
and
think
love
that's
you
different
and
when you're
go
married.
through it and have children and continue a life with that person. Now, quite frankly, if it was me, I would want him to leave me too because I'm not. He doesn't deserve that. He's a good man, Savannah.
You better.
He doesn't deserve that.
You better leave me because I'm gonna get that lick back. Okay.
See, let's go to the next one.
It's always somebody better. Okay.
Let's go to the next one.
No, for real. That is true. It's always someone better. So if you cheated on me, there's always someone better. And somebody gonna want to take care of me and my baby.
We
Sorry.
Don't
Not
let my ex
sorry.
see this.
Go ahead, start reading that.
Okay,
So we get this
okay.
pivot from this one.
Put my girl ready, okay? Because she ready.
If taking someone out on a first date, if you're taking someone out on the first date, what is your limit money-wise? How much will you spend on a first date? Sincerely, McDonald's is always an option. You wrote that?
You said a
You're
phone
talking about a phone for phone.
That's windy, dog.
And they don't even have phone for phone no more.
Really?
Yeah. I don't even
eat
think bags.
Wendy's.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't know.
you know, I don't eat them.
I eat good. I don't eat
I'm gonna
Wendy's.
take the lead on this one,
Hello?
right?
Right.
It really depends on what I want out of the situation.
Okay. How much you're gonna willing to invest?
Right.
Okay.
Like if longevity, I'll take you somewhere nice.
But how would you know that it's the first date?
Huh?
It's the first date.
I mean, I know if
How
I
would
want you
you
from
know?
the beginning.
You don't know
Yeah.
nothing. You ain't even had
Yes,
no
I do.
conversation.
I know if I want you from the very beginning.
Okay,
Talking on the
now,
phone,
how
being
long
in
have you
atmosphere
talked to
is
this person?
different.
How long have you observed this
It takes
person?
me a
What does
couple.
that mean?
Listen, it's America. It take me a couple text messages to know the truth.
America.
No.
It take me a couple text messages and one phone call to know that you the one.
It depends on the situation, the
call.
body language.
Did
Like
you
the
hear my
body
voice?
is not.
Did you see me on FaceTime?
How do you handle certain situations?
I just know that
like,
you're a
you
beautiful
don't know
person
that
through your
based off of
pictures and your
text
voice.
message.
Meaning what?
So I'm saying that if I'm looking for you for a long time, it's gonna be somewhere nice. But I'm looking for a good time. McDonald's,
Where you think
Wendy's,
McDonald's, Wendy's?
maybe Longhorn. That's stretching it. I'm just being honest with you. That's how much I'm spending. That's how much I got.
Okay.
Next.
Now, what I will say to that is a budget. I live by a budget. Okay. I am not going to. Well, I ain't paying for nothing. But as a man, I would not put myself in a situation. Right. I would not put myself in a situation.
Because we gotta come from a man's perspective.
So y'all can't pay nothing?
No. Hold on.
Okay. I'm just,
She said that.
Because I ain't say that.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
From this perspective, if you cannot afford Jackson's Bistro,
Come on now.
if you cannot afford J. Alex, if you cannot
She finna
afford
cook.
these places, don't take your your behind over there in
She
general.
just cooked this
And be
lobster
praying
steak.
that you don't order nothing expensive. Come on now. 'cause
Don't
I-
come watch my plate.
Y'all
Don't
ordering the
watch
dessert?
my
Don't be drinking with all the nervous
Don't
trying to
sit-
figure
how
out.
Because I can afford it.
Yeah.
I can order what I
can
want.
afford it.
They
I'm
want
going to
dessert.
order what I want
If I
every
want 3
time.
drinks, that's what I'm gonna have.
That's
Okay.
it. Because listen,
With the dessert.
no, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I had
with
a
the
family.
dessert.
I had a family ask me to go yesterday for a dinner. They wanted to thank me for all the things that I've done for their wonderful family, right? So I'm like, I want this, I want that, I want that, and I want that, right? It was real nice.
It was real cute.
I didn't ask no price because if I was here by myself, I would be getting that anyway.
Right.
So you invited me into this space.
Oh, don't tell me.
So from there, they paid for it.
Oh.
No, they paid for it.
Okay.
But I guess for me, it says I've always been raised on if you want it, you can have it.
Right.
You don't ask
It's
a price.
accessible.
Absolutely.
It's acceptable and accessible to you,
Correct.
right?
That's a good
So,
soundbite.
in the quality of life that I live, I provide that for myself.
Absolutely.
From the woman's perspective, if you a little brokey, just say that up front.
Brokey.
I love Waffle House.
Because we could have had
Come
a
on
But
now.
that
picnic.
don't make you
Right.
broke.
We
Come
could
on
have
now.
went. I'm real big.
You
I'm
just
real
have to
big
go
Next,
low
on
keep it
key.
cute. Make some sandwiches from the house.
Right. I'm real big on making it make sense. I'm not. I love nice things. Don't get me wrong. And I love to go out to eat. I told you I'm a foodie. I'm always out to eat. I feel like if your pocket, if it wasn't given that, we could have did something else.
Yeah.
Right.
I love a
right.
picnic. For me, it's the quality time.
Correct.
So I like the
Right.
picnic.
Y'all ain't messing with no broke person.
Correct.
I'm not
sorry.
messing with no
I
broke
had to add
dude,
that
but at the same time, I understand things happen. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Life
We too
happens.
grown for you not to have a savings and a 401k, and you know
Roth
we're a little
IRA,
too old for that. I got
something.
a
You gotta
baby.
have something.
I have a
We're
baby
not.
girl. But I think that I do think it depends on what you're looking for. Going back to the question, what you're looking for out of this situation. Because as a man, I understand how dating can get expensive too. If you
Right,
if you're
right.
single and you're just dating, you're taking this person out,
Yeah.
you're taking this person out, you're taking this person out, you going here. You done spent $200 with me.
Yeah.
Right.
You done
Easily.
spent $200 with me. Now you spending 100 and something this day and this day and this day. It might be giving coffee for boo next week. Okay, so I understand, but I think it's you have to be honest with yourself and what your pockets look like.
But setting a budget again, like I said, if you go into this and whatever woman that you're with, and I said woman, not a little girl, whatever woman that you're with, if you say, hey baby girl, you know we got $200 tonight. This is what we doing.
Don't tell me nothing.
Right?
I don't want to hear nothing.
But that's not.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to hear no budget.
Because
I'd rather know
your budget is up
the
here.
bill coming, now you looking for me to pay something.
Take me somewhere. If your budget is $200, take me somewhere where we're not gonna spend $200 collectively.
Right.
Okay.
But I don't want to hear about your budget. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Keep that to yourself, boo. Because like you said, when I go out, I'm gonna order 2-3 drinks. I'm gonna order a little lobster, a little. I don't eat steak, but I'm gonna get a little lobster, a little.
Don't take me anywhere.
Don't make me live under my means. I wouldn't do this if I wasn't with you.
Right.
Lobster steak in 2 sides too.
I don't do steak.
In the drink.
But I like Charlie.
Okay, Charlie. Let's go to the next one. So I've been living with my grandmother for 2 years, and we could always get along great. Unfortunately, my auntie told me that my grandmother had been talking about me behind my back and telling all my business. Unfortunately, she said some unkind things. I'm hurt by this. What should I do? Sincerely, I hear your whispers.
Don't they all, though? Family be like that. They always
especially like the elders. Especially the elders.
They stay gossiping.
If you don't want to experience this behavior, move out.
Well, I feel like even if you move out, you might still experience this behavior.
Do they need each other financially?
Then you cut grandma off.
You always want to cut somebody off.
Cut them off.
I don't care if you in the will or not. Okay.
You cut all these people off.
Erase your name
cancer too.
out the
I
will.
need you too much to cut everybody off. Yeah.
No, cut grandma off. She ain't no good. You gonna talk about me?
She ain't no good.
She ain't no good.
But all elders talk about the babies. They always do.
But does that make it right though?
But also,
don't
what
make
is
it
she
right,
saying?
but
Grandma baby.
Because it's what grandma saying the truth.
She said
Right.
unkind things that hurt me.
Oh, my family weird.
So even if it's
So is it a reality check?
the truth,
You don't like what she said about you?
Grandma could be like, you know what?
But why grandma ain't telling me that?
Boy coming in and out of my
probably
house.
did
Cause see my gross side grandma head. I'm sorry.
Grandma could really be like, you know what? I'm sick of him being in my guest room. He don't buy no groceries. He don't pay no rent.
That's over here.
He's lazy. All he want to do is go out in the streets
But
all
has
day.
grandma communicated that?
That could hurt your family. I'm pretty sure if somebody tired of you being in their guest room, I'm pretty sure they done said something.
I feel as though if you invite somebody in your space, right?
Did she invite
How
you?
do you know that's
Yeah,
their
she
space
said
or that space? What's the living
She did
situation?
not
Is
say
living
she
with
was
grandma or
invited.
She said I've been living with grandma for 2
we
years,
don't
so of
even know
course
if-
grandma had to
We
go.
don't even know if
invited.
we don't even know if it's a she.
Like,
It could
yeah,
be
we
a
need
he.
more information. What are the terms and conditions?
Grandma need to stay at your house for the weekend.
I'm telling you.
Weekend turn. So yeah, no.
Grandma, I
you gotta
gotta
go.
I need somewhere to go.
Me and my kids at this point.
So y'all just gonna say let the grandma just run over the whole, just let her run them up.
They weren't clear in this letter.
Because what are you giving them to talk about?
They feelings could just be
I'm
hurt
gonna say this.
today.
Cuss grandma out and move out. Next one, please.
Oh my God.
Lord have mercy. Okay. Hey, you guys. I want to ask you guys for some advice. I've been happily married for 10 years. My husband has not had...
It's the marriage questions for me because, dog, we in the hot seat or what?
Child, my husband has not had a consistent job for 5 years. He's always switching his occupation. He hasn't been able to find anything stable. I want to be able to tell him that we need stability in our marriage, in our home. How can I approach him and tell him that it's time to figure it out? Sincerely, time to figure it out.
You just said it.
Girl,
It's time to figure it out.
5 years unemployed is crazy.
Because what are you doing?
What is it?
And who's
Unemployed or
paying
in
the
between
bills?
jobs?
You her.
All right.
Somebody is they could be on the streets.
What you mean he keeps switching
Take it away,
his
Nia.
occupation?
Take it away.
So like, is he stable enough where he's bringing a check and that's not okay? I don't like this. I'm going over here. Like,
I'm
what
getting triggered.
is?
She said that he keeps
triggered.
switching occupation. He can't find nothing stable. Most likely she take care of all the bills and stuff like that.
Wait a minute. They've been married 10 years, and for the last 5 years, he ain't had no job.
So what happened in that? So what's his motivation?
No,
What's
don't
his
say
goal?
all that.
What-
Have those
see,
details.
what?
I feel triggered only
We
because
can't sit here and act like people don't have
Financial
goals or-
hardships
For
that's
5
different.
years?
But for 5 years, McDonald's is hiring.
Uber Eats.
UPS.
Something.
FedEx.
Amazon Prime.
Baby, you can work for Jesus. You come out here and evangelize.
Hello? Huh?
Get on the
There
Carolina
is no reason why anybody. What are you good at?
Right.
She like paying them bills. That's what I'm saying.
Clearly. And the dick better be good.
No shade. Oh,
Wow, we're on a family
This was
show.
a family show.
this is a family show for
Every
us.
other weekend it is.
said curse
Not
grandma.
just not. I did, but I didn't.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think
That's clearly what's going on. Something must be good.
I've been through.
And wait a minute.
her
And hold on.
husband.
Let me make a statement here.
better be
Hold on.
good.
Can I make a
That's what I
statement,
mean.
right? A lot of y'all do it.
Do what?
do what?
Do
A lot of
what?
y'all women do it.
Do what?
Who is y'all?
Let the bit. When I say y'all, I mean
What are we
like.
doing? Go ahead and get it out.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Spit it out.
Okay.
Get it out. Don't
A lot
cast
of
a stone
people,
on
a lot of
his head.
females do it. Y'all let the man take care of everything while y'all just go ahead and just flip flop and go from here and here and do it. So why can't a man do it? Yeah, why can't a man do it, huh?
I ain't never let no man take care of my bills. Be
Y'all can't.
jobless and a man just take care of my bills. Now, if a man was
Jobless?
paying
No.
my bills, I also had a job because I don't believe
And
in
one
it.
thing about me, I'm never gonna
always
be
have to
broke.
eat.
That
Right.
part. Never gonna be
Right.
jobless.
You ain't broke if you got a good man paying the bills.
And a man is supposed to provide, right?
Right. Y'all want to be traditional.
Okay.
Y'all want
Right.
traditional women.
Right.
Let's go
Right.
back to
I can take-
traditional.
I can take
This is
you
true.
there.
This is
Either
true.
do
Coming
you
to
want to
life.
be the husband or you want to be the wife? What are we
Right.
doing?
Which
here?
one?
Because you want to be stay-at-home dad so bad.
You can't act like my
But
coochie
stay at
better.
home
Your
dad
coochie
still
better
gotta
than
do some
mine. That is
work.
crazy. That's wild. I'm sorry. It's a family show, but it had to be said.
We got one more good.
I'm so sorry, niece.
We
I'm
got
sorry.
one more good letter in us before we wrap this up. I'm gonna read it off to you guys. Me and my girlfriend have been together for 7 months, and throughout the relationship, I've had trouble saying how I feel in fear of what will happen if I be vulnerable. I have a fear of being alone, and all I want to is to feel love, and I want to show her I still love her. We are drifting apart because of this, or at least I think so. Do you guys have any advice? Sincerely, communicating my feelings. Excuse me.
I think you have to create a safe space for your partner, period, for them to be able, men, especially men, you guys carry a lot more of a mental load on a day-to-day. Yeah, we do. And women, I feel like sometimes we do overlook that. And that's something that we have to create.
Preach.
No, seriously, there's things that we have to create. And it goes vice versa though. Don't think it's just, oh, man, how are you? It has to be reciprocated and you have to be in the flow of that energy all the time. But if your man does not feel like he can come and say things to you without some type of backlash, that's also something you have to look at with yourself. Okay, why am I so reactive to his responses? Why can I never give him that space to be who he needs to be? And how do we talk through that and how do we work through that?
I felt the anointedness in that voice, Tati. Go ahead.
I agree. I think sometimes as women, if I don't know if y'all have heard this, where they say sometimes women can be a little bit of a narcissist, where we don't think we do anything wrong.
Right,
Like, we're perfect.
right.
My man,
No
you know,
accountability.
which is why if they come to you, you can't really be like, oh well, dang, I can take that, internalize it, and make it better. But I do agree. I think in a relationship, you should have space to communicate both ways how you feel, and without being in fear that they're gonna weaponize it against you or leave you or it's an argument. I think maybe therapy. I don't know. Maybe therapy
Or Alicia, in
or
and out for
find
us,
a new
please.
partner. Oh,
I think
In and out for us, please.
I think that therapy is definitely a space that a lot of people, just even as individuals, should go through, because now you have someone as a sounding board, someone who is unbiased, if you will, that will allow for, this party and this party to both say what they have to say, but just like, that fly on the wall. And so listening to what people have to say, how they say it, how they present certain things, and then getting that person who is certified to do so, to inform you on, hey, you should say things like this,
Right.
or you should work on your I statements. And, you always, no, it's not a matter of that person doing anything or saying anything to you. You have to take accountability and responsibility for how you present yourself to the world and your relationships. And so in this case, I think a lot of people forget how, and I always use selflessness. None of this is about you.
Right.
None of this is about you. So if we're trying to figure out how this person feels or what they're going through, being a safe space, what that says is, again, how can I help?
Right.
How can I love
can I add
you?
to
How
it?
can I add value to your life? What do you need from me? Not me assuming what you want or taking from, even in these types of conversations, what I think you may need, because your man is different from my man and vice versa. But at the end of the day, I think the bottom line is effective communication.
Absolutely.
Maturity says you are able to articulate how you feel when you feel it. You know, sometimes people take a little longer to express what they feel. Right. But women, we have to work on our response, our initial reaction. Our delivery. Because not even, also the delivery. But when someone presents something to you, that means that they felt vulnerable enough to lay that at your feet.
Right.
And now what are you going to do with the information that's been given to you?
Absolutely.
How are you going to respond without, projecting or causing more angst within them or fear of, I think a lot of, especially Black women, have a hard time understanding the difference between being a nurturer and someone's wife.
Yep.
Or someone's girl or significant other, right? Because in those conversations, a lot of times I've heard men say, "Oh, I can't talk to her because she talked to me like my mama. Like, she's my mom."
That is a big one.
Or I can't talk to her because, she always has negative responses. Or for me, regardless of what this person feels, you have to be able to be gentle.
Right.
Men, y'all babies for real.
Yeah, that is true.
Y'all really are.
Fragility is a real
So I think about it as this
That
way.
is true.
If I can talk to my 2-year-old, with respect and kindness and gentleness and love and listen to what she has to say and I'm patient with her, I have to have that same energy when my husband presents something to me.
And I'm going to piggyback off on that too, because my son, he'll be 2 soon, and I have 2 girls, and jumping from girl to boys, completely different, but he's so emotional. He's so different. He's so clingy. And as a mom, I have to look at myself like, damn, how am I showing up as a mom to not put those generational curses on him for how he's going to show up for women going forward, and creating that space for himself, but also for whoever he brings into his life. So you have to start that at a young age too. So it also depends on how that person's brought up. Like, how she might react to something, I might not react that way. How he might react to something, like, it's not going to be the same. So it's also just kind of seeing like where it started from. Get to the root of that first too.
You guys, this has been another episode of the Get Ready For It podcast, season 6. It's your boy, the Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing you that also amazing touch. Make sure you follow me at the Get Ready For It podcast page at readyforit_1. Also my personal page at amazingiam_. Tati, send them out for me, please.
All right, well, we've had a great time. Again, my name is Tati P, a.k.a. The Herbal Goddess. You can find me everywhere at Herbal Goddess 3_ Instagram. Y'all don't want to be on my Facebook, but whatever. But we had a great time. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank
you guys
you
were
for
so
having
beautiful.
us.
It was just such wholesome advice. I love hearing from beautiful Black women, wives. That was insightful for me, because I'll be ready to... But thank you guys. I'm telling you.
Where can we find you guys at on social media?
Once again, I am Marlicia Barthélemy. You can find me on all platforms at itsjust_Marlicia.
All right. And then you can find me on all platforms. It's going to be _KNEEUH.
Get ready for it.
Go.